Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
We begin.
Wait, touching your zip and your like.
Just
Whoa, put it away, dude. This is PG-13.
Just
my
eaten.
lord, Eddie,
Need
come
to
on,
just-
put it away.
Yeah.
Was the food really that good? Was it really that nice?
You just had to knock one out at the dinner table.
Talking at the movies has begun. I'm Idris.
I'm Salam.
And I'm Mo.
What's been happening, guys? Another week
Okay,
in movie land.
you guys are gonna be really impressed with me. I've like gone from watching nothing to fucking watching everything. So I want to start off with Designated Survivor.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Kiefer Sutherland.
I saw that.
And that
First
chick's name
episode.
I can't pronounce. What's her
From
name?
Californication.
Yeah, the English chick.
No, the what's her name?
The one who plays his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No. The Nikita chick.
Oh, Maggie Q. But she's barely in it.
She's a friggin' FBI agent throughout the whole thing. It's like
How many episodes have you watched? 2 or 1?
There's only one.
No, what are you talking about?
It's every week, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there would be the second one that would have been up on
I'm
Thursday.
up to date with the episodes.
I swear I looked on it like yesterday and they didn't even have an episode
No,
2.
it's got like on there. It says every new episode every
Yeah.
Thursday.
So
wasn't sure.
yeah, so I'm up to date with both of them. And
So hold on. So what do you think of Designated Survivor?
it's okay. The concept is pretty interesting. Like we're talking about the worst attack on American soil, Congress, right, with the president, all right, have basically most of them, have basically been taken out, and they brought in a designated survivor who's obviously Kiefer Sutherland, who doesn't know nothing about running the country, and the last thing he ever thought he would do is, or wanted to be, is the president.
I think it's actually a real...
Yeah, apparently it's real. Yeah.
So it's like a random person who's...
Well, I say apparently it's real. I've been led to believe it's real reading other sites. I've not actually looked into it for myself.
Yeah. So they basically pick a random politician of various stature, various part. It doesn't even matter, anybody, and they just stick him in the bunker.
Yeah, and they just say, go run the country. And it's crazy because he does a really good job of just looking lost.
Yeah, no, he does actually. You're right, yeah.
I was a little shaky though. I've only seen the first episode, but it made me think that outside of Jack Bauer, Kiefer Sutherland's, like acting was just a little bit, I don't know, it just seemed a bit
I
dodgy.
don't know. He's quite watchable.
He's
Although
likable, but I just mean some of his delivery was just a bit...
I know what you mean.
Not believable.
I hear what you're saying. But, you know, it's only... there's 2 episodes in. He's alright.
Yeah, but as an actor who's had a career as long as this, you expect him to just hit the ground
no,
running.
I don't think you'll find that with TV shows though. They normally take like a half a season or so for like the actors to all gel together.
It's not even really chemistry though, it's just him. His delivery
All I want to
seems a
see
bit-
him do is take off his glasses, go, damn it, Chloe, and then go all Jack Bauer.
What's interesting about this show that he's always been the guy that's saving or helping the president of the United States of America as Jack Bauer, and now he is the president. So anyway, I've been checking that out. I suggest you guys watch it and give us obviously your feedback. And then bumping up to The Good Place. I've been watching
The Good Place! What made you pick that up?
Well, look, after you said, look, I saw the trailer and I thought, you know what, Eddie's right. I watch too many serious shows and I wanted to watch something that's a bit more light-hearted, a bit more crazy, a bit more different.
Salem's a miserable individual, so I decided he needs to lighten things up a bit. What sign that's a bit more fun, something that gets you laughing, rather than something that makes you slit your wrists.
I'm not a miserable person, although I did watch a documentary about asteroids hitting the Earth, and I wanted one to do it.
You cry.
Was that after you watched The Good Place?
No. The Good Place, obviously, it's is it Christine Bell?
Christina Bell.
Christina Bell.
Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell. that's
Kristen
it,
Bell.
How many episodes is now?
So I've
2 or
watched.
3?
So there's like 4 episodes.
Yeah, so I'm up to date with all 4. And I've got to say, it's a good show. She's very, very
It looked
good
fun
at it.
from the trailer. It looked fun.
She's always enjoyable, no matter what she's in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's always really good.
Oh yeah.
You know, so I again had a lot of fun with it. And moving on, I also watched. What is this?
You forgot.
Sorry. Yeah, I forgot. Oh,
What is it? What?
The Exorcist. I watched that as well.
Oh,
yes.
How far is that in?
Right. I think they've launched two episodes, but I've only seen the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was actually really curious to check this out.
Guys, out of everything I'm watching, this is very,
Really?
very
I
good.
The
have
trailer
heard.
didn't look great.
I've heard it's very, very
It
good.
is very, very good. I'm telling you now.
It's not. I had no intention of watching it, but some of the forums that I bum around on, like the word of mouth, has been extremely positive.
Telling you now, this is one of those shows that I was, should I watch it? Should I leave it? But all the way through, I was entertained. I was hooked. Most of the time, I'm picking up my phone, playing with it. Not through this, man. And there were like 2 or 3 moments where it's just, what the whoa.
So do you have? Is it like? Do you have to have seen the films, or can you go in like fresh?
No. Going fresh.
Dude. No, go on.
No, it's the same sort of premise. It's an exorcist
Yep.
goes around, you know, dealing with exorcism.
So does it look like it's going to be like Exorcism of the Week, or is it like one long story
It's
that they're building?
one long story, but it's cool because it's almost as if you've got what's up. Oh right, you've got what? You touching me?
I'm trying to bring you closer to the mic because everyone just says you're too far away. So I'm trying to.
I'm loud.
Subtlety.
Project. Okay.
Professional ways to do it so you don't notice.
Why couldn't you just say like
stop it?
Why couldn't you just say
break the momentum and just say
come a bit closer because of the mic?
Because that will
Why
break the
couldn't you
momentum.
touch
If
it?
If
you're
he just said to
talking.
become a bit closer, that might have meant like you wanted to do
Call
something else.
professionalism, Silas.
He's weird. The other day, last week when you went to the toilet, he went to hug me and he goes, "Now we're all a long time." Yes, you did. Yes, you did, Eddie. Yes, you did.
I just
Anyway,
What-
I'm just gonna move on. You did.
stay on
Are
topic.
you gonna lie? Are you gonna
Stay
lie? Are you
on
gonna lie?
topic. I'm staying on topic. Exorcist. What happened?
Guys, well, look, it's cool because you know it's when you watch 2 buddy cop movies, all right, like 2 cops or 2 characters gel together. Here you got 2 priests gelling together, trying to deal with one crazy exorcism that's happening, but we don't know which direction those 2 are going to go in. At the moment, it looks promising. It looks good. Check it out.
I'm curious. It didn't look great from the trailers, but
I
watched
a lot of TV shows this week.
Damien, the conversion of Damien, or the adaptation's actually been reasonably pretty good. So, you know, I guess they took the lead from that, and yeah, this looks pretty good.
So you guys impressed that how much I've been watching?
3 shows.
Come on, man.
Actually.
And all the anime stuff.
I
Come
guess
on.
for you, it's Mr. 1 show at a time, 2 episodes a week. So yeah, this is actually a good step up.
Good.
Well
thank
done,
you.
son.
Thank you.
Better
Yes.
at managing your time.
Yes. Okay. What
Less
about you guys?
masturbating, more watching.
Yes.
So I've been watching The Good Place, and I actually really do. I've enjoyed it. I'm up to date all 4 episodes. I think the concept's really cool. I think there's a lot of potential there for a lot of like funny stuff.
I didn't know that you watched it. What do you think of the Silent Monk? Sorry.
look, we're left out.
Don't worry.
Left out. I don't understand.
So basically, the premise of this
I don't
show
care.
is that that Belle's character has
Yeah.
made it into heaven as a mistake. So she shares the same name as someone else who was very kind and giving and devout.
You also
And
like
Belle is
clowns.
nothing like that. She is like the worst of the worst.
Selfish.
I don't want to go too much
No,
into
you
it. I don't
can't.
want to tell them about the monk too much and,
No,
and
no.
the giveaway there. But it's if you're looking for something light-hearted and something just make like a feel-good thing, check it out.
Yeah.
Am I remembering it right? Was Ted Danson in that trailer?
Yes,
Yes,
he
yes.
is in it. Yes.
Oh yeah. Shit,
And he's
sorry.
pretty good at it as well.
Okay.
And last night I checked out Luke Cage, the first episode,
Okay. Just the first.
just the first.
This kind of crosses over into what I've been watching because I've been watching Luke Cage as well. It actually turns out I'm up to episode. I've actually watched episode 9 as well, so I'm up to 10.
Yeah. What?
Usually I do these in one sitting. This one I tried to power through, but can't say I loved it. Cannot say I'm loving it so far.
See, I really enjoyed the first episode, so I'm waiting to get stuck in. I'm quite, and all the word of mouth have been about it, like all the reviews that have been leading up in the last sort of like month have been very, very positive. I think people have been allowed to see like the first 6 episodes.
Yeah.
So does it go downhill after 6? Is that why they were only allowed to see
it's,
6?
It's not that it's not a bad show. It's not. Don't want that to give that impression when people think, oh, he hated it. No, it's solid. Depending on which director they bring in for whatever episode, the production values are done well, it's shot well, cinematography is beautiful, music's very cool. But there's missing things that it doesn't have. It doesn't have an effective villain, a threatening villain. I can't forget the actor's name who plays Luke Cage, but his range is very limited.
So this is the problem I think Salim had with Jessica Jones. He just didn't find...
I enjoyed this one. I thought...
No, but he didn't find Luke's character...
He was a bit stilted, yeah.
engaging.
Yeah,
He's better now, but still...
And the same issue I had with Jessica Jones, which was the bad guy was weak.
Oh no, he was not. Kilgrave is awesome. I like Kilgrave.
Weak character.
Awesome.
Is Cottonmouth the bad guy, or is that
He's
just
one off.
Right. So what I was watching that, and I was like, I know I've seen this guy somewhere before. Who is he? And he's like Remy Danton from House of Cards.
Yeah, he's one of well, more than that. He's one of those actors that pops up everywhere.
Yeah.
Those sort of yes. But no one's formidable enough. Like at least you could say with Kilgrave is that he has powers, even though it's nothing like Jessica Jones's powers. It was something which could counter her abilities, and even with Daredevil, Kingpin's physically imposing, he could do damage to that. There's no one in Luke Cage show that can do anything to Luke Cage.
He's indestructible, so it's probably.
But even when he was in Jessica Jones, Kilgrave could fuck him up through the suggestions.
But you don't really want like someone to come on a show where the main guy is undestructible, and then every season he gets messed about because there's always somebody more stronger. I
want someone.
I think is this is it an enjoyable show?
Overall, it's a solid show. It's good.
Is it just
not
a setup
great
for the Defenders?
They haven't gotten into anything yet that sets up any of the Defenders.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying that the fact that each character is having their own story, and then they'll obviously get together for the Defenders.
Why am I getting the impression that you're just being polite?
No, I do. I'm disappointed in what it was my expectations of what the Marvel shows have been. But if it was on its own,
Eddie, we've gone through life. We shouldn't have any expectations.
But they've been great so far. I've enjoyed everything they've made so far. The Marvel shows.
All right. Okay.
And this is not that this is a bad show. It's just not at the levels of what they've had before. So it's definitely the weakest of the Marvel Netflix.
It'll be interesting to see what other reviews now say that the embargo has been lifted.
I'm starting to see after I finished watching My 9, I kind of wanted to see what discussions were about, and yeah, it seems to be the general consensus that it's good, but it's just not great. It's adequate.
Just off the bat of the first episode, I thought it was really good. I thought both Daredevil and Jessica Jones started slowly and then built up, whereas this kind of like was interesting from the get-go.
There's good stuff, but not what I wanted. Not up to the heights. Definitely not.
Just don't have any expectation for anything, man. I don't have any expectation in life for anything.
I can see that. Like, when was the last time you shaved? Is there something you want to tell us?
Giving up.
Look, I shaved underneath.
Do you just want to stay home?
I shaved my neck.
Do you just like stay home and watch TV now?
No, I just shaved my neck.
Was that because you were trying to like?
No.
Yes, free up space. You have to explain to the people listening that he's trying to empty the space on his throat so he can slice it more effectively. Or so there's no friction burns for when you hang yourself eventually.
Why are you guys making out like
I'm worried because you don't ever sit at home and watch so much TV.
Yeah, you're unemployed now. You kind of
technically, I'm still employed until the end of the year. Thank you very much,
Eddie.
Eddie.
You seem to be trying, making any effort with your appearance.
Wait, what's wrong with my appearance? I've got dates coming up soon, man. Like, you guys better stop like hitting on me.
Is this like a suicide pact type date or like?
Listen, after listening to your lot's review on what you just said about
a good show,
about that show, I really feel like hanging myself. I have no interest in watching it, none whatsoever.
No, but that's because you're racist. You don't.
What do you mean? Why do you always play the race card?
We've established that.
Why do you always play the race
card?
card?
I don't play the race card.
I have loads of black friends. I love black people.
I never suggested it. It was the listeners. They picked up on it, and I'm just reflecting what they said.
They're liars. The listeners are liars. They all are liars. I'm not racist.
You got loads of black friends. You got one black friend.
I got a few
Who
black
else?
friends.
Who else? You never see any
Jermaine.
of them.
Marlon.
He's making up names.
Anthony. Marcos.
Holy shit. People we went to school with like 30 years ago.
Yeah, so like, you know what I mean? I got loads of black friends, cuz.
Let's get into the news.
I've got a
man.
friend that you should meet, Salim. I mean, his
Are they
name's
black?
No, his name's Donald Trump.
Oh, okay.
He's got lots of black friends as well.
Let's get into the news. So, Mo, this is one that you wanted to mention up. Supergirl Flash sneak peeks.
Yeah, so this week CW has been posting up little snippets that run anywhere from about 30 seconds to a minute and a half of the Flash and Supergirl's new seasons. I saw the Supergirl one earlier this season. I was a bit unsure about the choice of Superman, but having now seen the actor in his Clark Kent guise, I am sold. I am going to be watching this show. I don't think I'm going to be going back and watching the first season.
Yeah, neither. Like I've been avoiding most of these sneak peeks. I kind of want to just get straight into the shows, but I did want to add curiosity. I wanted to see how this new actor, this new Superman, dealt with the character, and it's very much reminiscent of the old Christopher Reeves,
They have nailed it.
Donna Superman.
In my opinion,
Kent.
that is what Clark Kent should be like, and they have nailed it.
Stuttering,
Yep.
not very self-confident, or at least
Yep.
on the outset,
Yep.
and that's the problem that I always had with
Smallville.
the
movies.
The movies with Cavill's Superman.
Oh.
The Snyder ones, is that there was no distinction between Superman and Clark. They were just too similar, both miserable bastards. This
All right, okay. Like, I've got a picture here of Superman, all right, in the TV shows. Why did you throw some nasty thing at me, you bastard?
Stay focused.
Yeah,
I'm
was
testing you.
fucking throwing things anyway. So like he like
Unprofessional.
I don't like the question. What's going on there?
Yeah, it doesn't look great in the photos, but once you see it moving, it's we're
Yeah, but remember, it is like a TV production.
but
and
we're
it's a cheap
talking
TV
more
production.
about his depiction of Clark Kent.
Yeah,
And the
I-
way,
I-
and it's
I like that because I think it does need to be more like the Christopher Reeve. You know, just having that sort of separation where he's clumsy, he's a bit of a klutz, and then you've got Superman who is
Superman.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
What
yeah,
about Flash? How does that look?
So Flash is Flash. They really didn't give much away in the teaser. There's obviously lots of like Kid Flash in there, and there's like the teaser kind of ends that the longer he stays in this timeline, he's gonna kind of forget the memories of the other timeline, and that's the kind of the hook. So I suppose that's what they'll be using for when he eventually has to go and reverse whatever he's done.
Have you watched any of the Arrow sneak
Nope.
peeks? Because they started showing photos of Supergirl and Arrow together.
Oh, have they now?
Yeah, so I'm wondering whether that would kind of connect him with it. What about Legends Tomorrow? I'm hearing that they're showing like Justice League of America
So I actually don't know what's going
or
on with
Justice
that.
Society of America. I mean, yeah.
I haven't actually followed anything other than the fact that I know it's like coming back on the 12th or the 14th. So like this coming week we've got I think the Flash, and then the following week the other shows are starting.
Okay. Do look forward to them. I kind of actually miss a CW.
But I don't know what to do. I don't know whether I watch it week by week or do I save them up.
well, if there's so
'Cause it-
many episodes, why don't you just watch them week by week?
It'd be kind of nice to watch the Flash week by week and actually discuss like at least the Flashpoint stuff.
Yeah.
But man, having to wait a week in between episodes.
But I don't want to do Arrow. It's a shame, but they do talk about fixing the Arrow, so maybe it might be. I might give it a go for 1 or 2 episodes.
Yeah, I might jump in just see what it's like.
Talking about it and actually doing it.
No, I'll do. There's no issue.
No, fixing the arrow.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Yeah.
All they've got to do is take the Flash formula and apply it to the Arrow. Don't be so goddamn miserable.
Must be so frustrating though, man, for that whole cast, especially the lead, because that was the show. Every other DC show was there to kind of, he was the one that would anchor everything else, and now Flash has been the one who's the success, and that's the one that everyone kind of anchors everything with. It must feel kind of shitty, man, that you're the second fiddle now. It must feel shitty.
Because it's a second grade show.
But it wasn't always.
Wait, so you just said he just needs to be more comedic? What are we?
What's that? Who?
You said Arrow stop.
So
being
no, I think what they need to do, because I mean, I only remember, I think I watched like 10, 12 episodes of the first season. It just kind of seemed like the typical CW show with superhero elements, as in like who's dating who and that kind of stuff. And it wasn't, it was quite dark, and it was quite like there was no joy in the show. He was so miserable.
Yeah, my issue was that it just took too much of Batman's lore.
Yeah.
All the characters are in there, they're all ripped off from freaking Batman. It's like, well, what's Ra's al Ghul doing there? What's all these? It's like, it's just.
Whereas with the Flash, they kind of just hit the ground running.
Yeah.
There's like one episode for the setup, and then he's Barry, the Flash, Alan, and they get going with it.
But do you reckon like Stephen Amell, right? That's his name.
Stephen Amell.
Yeah, he could actually be funny because he seems like a pretty miserable guy to me. Like just all of a sudden trying to make people laugh.
Really? No, I don't want it to turn into a comedy because they've kind of they've established that character as a more serious.
Steven should just go back to wrestling.
I don't want to.
He should just go back to the WWE and wrestle whoever he was wrestling and start up a storyline there.
Done.
There you go.
Final
Problem
word.
solved.
Final word.
As the Green Arrow.
So, Jon Favreau. Yeah, I've been hearing about this. Jon Favreau wants to direct a live action. It ain't enough. After Jungle Book, he wants more Disney classics, and now he wants to. I want to say desecrate, but Jungle Book was a success. Most people like it.
Oh, yeah.
It was a nice film.
Absolutely.
So now he wants to do Lion King live action.
I don't think he wants to. Isn't it? This is a done deal. Hasn't Disney announced that they're doing it?
How the hell?
I don't know. I read that and I was like, how the hell do you take this classic, this beloved animated tale that's sacred like for so many people and turn it into a live action movie?
That is crazy.
Well, look, okay, I think the way you got to look at it is you got to take out what he did. Because Jungle Book is stunning, right? I've seen it twice now. And everything does feel like when Shere Khan is there and a couple of other animals are around him, it seems freaking crazy. It seems what?
Yeah, but Mowgli is the main character in that, right? Do the characters talk in Jungle Book?
Yeah.
Or do they?
Yeah.
And how does it come across?
Yeah, it comes across
works.
amazing.
Did work. So I guess they're gonna take that same sort of the same technology and the same approach, but there's no humans in the Lion King.
That was what I was going to bring up. That's my only concern.
So I don't know. I guess it could work, but
so when they say live action, what they really mean is a CGI movie.
CGI,
Yeah. So they're going from hand-drawn animation to computer-generated animation.
outside of Japan, hand-drawn animation is dead. It literally doesn't exist anymore, except for maybe TV, Nickelodeon stuff. But yeah, for his movies.
Well, look, he's if anyone could do it, he could do it because he did such an amazing job with the Jungle Book, and all the characters in that,
Music
animals
as well.
spoke. Why not?
That's part of the iconic.
Well, in the
They do that one little. This is a life thing, but it's,
yeah, but they don't have to have the music in it. It could still work.
Oh, you got to have the circle of life.
that's what I'm saying. All of the songs, the Hakuna Matata, it's all everything is iconic in that. Culturally.
Okay.
And it's Disney, so of course there's gonna be songs. Ain't no way around that. Do you want to? I can't say I give a shit about a Lion King film.
It's this is literally going to be like I said, you're taking a classic hand-drawn movie and making it into a CGI movie. Unless you're going to radically change the plot or alter it, you're not bringing anything new.
If you said to me, Eddie is going to do it, I would laugh. Do you want to hear
Fuck
my laugh?
It would be a masterpiece.
Mate, if I told you I was doing it, I'd expect you to laugh.
No, with you, I think you can do it. But with
It would be a martial arts epic with lions. Yes.
Now that I want to see.
Yeah.
there you go.
Yes.
A raid version of
raid?
I don't know. A raid version of the Lion King. Is that what you're saying?
Raid?
You're saying a freaking martial art piece.
Yeah, but rain?
Raid.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the Lion King mixed with the Raid in CGI.
Oh.
Right, okay. But look, John's doing it and I have a problem with it. I think if anyone could do it, as I said, he can. So I'm kind of looking forward to see what he does with it.
I always get freaked out to think of like Favreau as a director because I like my most fondest memory of him is The Swingers.
Swingers, yeah. He's done a good job though.
Yeah,
He's
he
actually
has.
really done amazing. Marvel. taken over the world. Well, in conjunction with Disney. DC, they're in the process of getting their shit together to do the same. Valiant Comics now are stepping up, bringing their heroes to the big screen. In a big way, Sony have got the rights to Valiant Comics and all their heroes. So now that I guess Sony's failed with Spider-Man and kind of having the partnership with Marvel now, they're really putting all their eggs now into Valiant Comics. I never read Valiant Comics. Read a lot of indie comics, but Valiant were never ones I got into.
I think I've got a couple in my collection.
So
I couldn't tell you any of the characters.
I know Exo, is it OX or Exo Man of War? There's Bloodshot, I believe there's another one. And I think that's the only one. Oh, and there's Ninjak.
Okay.
White Guy Ninja.
White Guy Ninja, that should be the tagline.
I think that's going to be the first. I think Bloodshot's the first film, but I think Ninjak's going to be like a web series that's going to come first. But they're putting a lot into this. They've got computer games lined up. They've got TV series. They've got movies, all interlocking.
Wow.
Highbinder.
Wait, have Sony brought? Is that Valiant?
Valiant, yeah.
So Sony have they brought them or?
They've just got the cinematic rights. So Valiant are making a full steam ahead. They recognise that this is the future. They're seeing what Marvel's doing and they want to imitate it. So they've got computer games in the works. They've got web series and TV shows in the works.
Jeez,
and the movies. They've already started casting some of them.
Have they?
Yeah.
I've even heard of most of these. So Harbinger, Archer and Armstrong, Shadow Man, Quantum and Woody, Eternal Warrior.
Apparently it's going to culminate in like a big crossover event called the Harbinder Wars. After the
Really?
first cycle.
No way.
Yeah.
No company's done that.
Imagine that, getting them all together in one film. Holy
Fuck me. If only like Marvel would do something like that.
Alright, jeez.
This is insane. This is madness.
Sony needed this, I guess. They do, but do you trust them to do this right?
This is the other thing. You know, if you, well, it depends how much creative control they actually give to the comic book creators.
Well, if their track record is anything to show, they don't. They make mistake after mistake.
They have learned after the leak. After their failure with Spider-Man. Now that they're giving the control to Marvel with that, maybe they've learned their lesson.
I wonder if there's any knock-on effect to the rights that they hold. Then, like whether there's anything in the contract that says to keep these rights valid, you must not make movies by competing.
No, because they still own Spider-Man. They still have the cinematic rights.
Yeah, but is it? Do they own that, or is it like they've got to keep churning out a movie every number of years?
That's how it works.
Otherwise, they lose the rights.
Yeah. I'm curious because I'm unfamiliar with this. So this is the first time I get to kind of look at these comic book movies from the perspective of just a regular civilian. Because I'm already familiar with all the Marvel characters. I'm already familiar with the DC characters to varying degrees. But to come at our regular people come at it where it's just they don't know anything about these, and to see whether they can win me over and I can get invested. I'm curious to see if they can do it.
They ain't winning anybody over.
No, but I think the bigger question here is, so once they're up and running, right? So you've got every year you'll have 2 Marvel movies, you'll probably have 2 DC movies, then you'll have 2 of these. So that's like a minimum of 6 comic book hero movies in a 12-month span.
At least.
Yeah, but let's look at it from, okay, it seems like Sony has stepped in. There's so many other comic book companies. Image, is the one that I'm really surprised that nobody has picked up on yet.
Yeah, I think it's because it's fractured though. You can't just get Image rights. You'd have to get Top Cow or Wildstorm, which doesn't really exist anymore. It's part of DC. Leave your phone. Why? Why did you leave your phone for?
It buzzed.
So?
Why can't I check my messages?
You don't need it.
Maybe it was
no one in this world is as important as the listeners to the podcast.
But what happens if somebody's dying?
They would
what can you do?
Exactly.
What can you do?
Okay.
That's going to be so horrible if you go to the phone and someone has died.
I can't, my last breath, I need to talk to you.
I'm going to look at it.
Jesus Christ, I should have said that.
I'm going to look at it.
And it's just going to be hi.
It's going to be, hey, PPI. Or is this your new lady friend?
Let's not talk about my lady friend. Let's talk about Image Comics, as Eddie was...
fractured. But I would like to see a lot of those old comics come to life. I know Rob Liefeld this week or last week, he actually released his script that he wrote for Youngblood that was unproduced.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Apparently, he says he's not trying to get it made. He just wanted to put it out there. He wrote it years ago.
Huh, okay.
Rob Liefeld's the guy that created Deadpool as well for Marvel and all that. But Youngblood's pretty cool. Man.
Youngblood, yeah, man. You smell of alcohol.
I'm drinking beer.
An alcoholic. You stink of it. Actually,
called
you really smell.
It's called being an adult, son. Men.
Really,
it's called being a man.
Because I'm a Muslim,
beer.
I don't drink. Okay.
Brave. What the fuck?
It doesn't matter. I follow my religion in my own way. It's got nothing to do with you. It's my connection with God. Okay. I'm concerned about you as my friend. Okay. You drink way too much, and now it's getting to a point. You fucking drunk a whole big massive bottle.
You ain't even finished yet. It's not moaning.
And like, I don't want you to become an alcoholic.
Sound like a little girl.
Well, I would say like Image Comics have got some like interesting sounding titles.
Yeah,
Most of their ones now they're like more self-contained, so you can't really go off what their modern titles are. You have to kind of go back to when there was the bigger studio system of it.
Is that Spawn? Did they
Yes,
come from
Yeah, that was Todd McFarlane's little corner of it. But yeah, Savage Dragon's another one. I think that was like one of the longest running indie comics going. So yeah, I would prefer Image, but I don't know. Guess we'll see what Valiant can do. But you actually interested? You actually give a shit?
Well, like you said, it's actually nice to come across a film that, comic books that we haven't come across and just experiencing them on the big screen, not knowing anything about these characters.
Where they're gonna go.
And just saying we can relate to them. And I really do hope like Sony do a good job, because unfortunately, they miss the
suck. Because they're shit.
I like Sony.
Sony is shit.
I like
You
Sony.
like PlayStation.
I like
You like
I like
compact
Sony.
discs.
I like Sony.
cameras.
I'm just saying it because just in case there's a producer listening and he's saying this shit. The studio might be listening.
Name me a Sony movie that's not a comic book movie. It's not a trick question because I couldn't either.
Actually, that's what's that film called with
The Interview?
There you go. If you guys don't know, me and Eddie are telepathics.
The Star Trek lawsuit continues. Even after J.J. Abrams said that it wasn't going to be something that was going to last, it was just going to phase away. Apparently not. Yeah, full steam ahead.
So this sounds like, is it Paramount or is it CBS? Both of them together. So this sounds like some middle management, money grabbing fuckface.
You want to explain it to the people what the whole thing is, what's going on?
So from recollection, there is a fan-made movie that is about to be released, or was about to be released, or is currently in the works.
It was a movie, a feature length, and a mini web episode thing.
Now, and I think they did some crowdsourced funding to put the budget together for this.
Yeah.
So historically, the studios have always been happy for fan movies to kind of be made.
Yeah.
But I think this one, from what I recall, I think looks very good. Whether it is actually any good or not, I don't know. But I think a lot of money's been spent on it.
Over $1 million.
And the fact that they've had to get people to donate, I think that's kind of putting someone's nose out of joint somewhere. Because it's kind of like you're making money off our IP. Whereas I'm sure that's not the case.
Not really. As long as they can prove their spending at the end of it.
Yes. Yeah. And to be honest, I don't think they'll probably raise enough money to make all the work and the effort and pay all the bills and still make money out of it, because they know movie studio.
Full-length sci-fi film.
This to me just sounds like a slap in the face to not just the fans, but to amateur movie makers everywhere. And the fact that even Abrams got involved and tried to bring peace to this just tells me there is some wanker somewhere who just wants to keep pushing the button.
It's just greed. Do you think this will kind of shut down the whole fan film?
I think what's more likely to happen is that this film could be so good that the studio execs are going to have to look at themselves and say, right, we're making Star Trek Beyond, and these guys have made this.
Axanar.
Do you reckon, and that's what got these guys pissed, because of the fact that it actually could be. Is there any footage that we could see, or do you know any?
I don't.
Is there anything
I know
available?
there's images, but I don't know if there's like a full.
And have they got any actually characters from, or are all these people new?
I think it's
new
its
actors.
own contained little story.
Oh right, okay.
Now, sometimes I know in some of these like fan films,
Yeah.
they actually have like the
Yeah,
actual
I had a few.
actors. There's a picture here that they recreated the bridge of the original Enterprise from like the Captain Kirk era.
Yeah.
Now, if memory serves right, there was an episode of The Next Generation, right, where the crew finds Scotty, and he's in some sort of transporter. That's how like I explained that he's survived the trip, and they regenerate him, and he gets all depressed because the fact it's been so long.
I think I remember
So he
that.
goes on the holodeck, and he basically wants to see the bridge of his old ship. Now, reportedly, apparently, back in like that must have been the tail end of the 80s, early 90s, that cost $1 million just to recreate that set.
What the fuck? That's a carpenter somewhere laughing his ass off like, yeah, well, I can do it for me. That's ridiculous. There are probably like theme parks somewhere with a deck they could have just used. That's stupid.
So, and look at the amount of detail that's in that picture.
Yeah.
That is retarded.
Well, it'd be interesting to see if they give it the green light and it gets through all the shit that's
Wow,
the
is that
shitstorm
like
that's
some of the
happening.
special effects?
Oh my lord! No way.
But like
Yeah.
the fact that you can do all this on computers now, whereas like 15, 20 years ago it would probably been a lot more difficult.
Dude, you remember Iron Sky, that fan film that was made about the Nazis
Yeah.
on the moon?
Yeah.
Shitty movie, but the effects that they managed to get, all of it completely free.
I'm telling you,
A lot of
man,
people do it for
there
free.
is every possibility that this could be so good that it could put like Paramount's own production to shame.
So is this a full length feature film, or is
a
it?
film and web miniseries.
Oh my god, man! I'm really looking forward to this.
The
now.
one thing about these fan films, though, even though some of them look fantastic, and even though some of them have like actual actors from the show, the acting always
Yeah,
looks
I was about to
really
think that.
amateurish.
They don't
And
get good
what's-
actors.
Yeah, what's really surprising is even the professional actors. So I don't know whether it's a case of like they don't have enough time to do the scenes enough times,
Not provided with the right drugs
Yeah.
behind the scenes to
but it always comes
Motivate
across
them.
as this is what a movie would look like if I directed it.
yeah. So you actually want to watch this more if it does come out.
I have seen some fan films, and some have been not so good, and some have been very good.
Would you support this if there was some sort of financial way to do it?
If I could buy like a DVD or something at the end of it, yeah, why not?
So, as well as what we do in the Shadow spin-off, we're also going to get an Italian Job TV show. While it's at NBC, so...
Why? Why?
I'm guessing it
Why?
might be in the vein of Hawaii 5-0.
Why?
No.
Why?
The known properties, the easy.
It's the remake movie wasn't great that they did about 10 years ago, 12 years ago. It's an NBC show. NBC, the network should stop just fucking making shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, man. I can't see this.
What the hell are they gonna... What story can they tell over a season? It's NBC, so it's probably gonna be like a 20-something long
Yeah.
episode long. What the hell? It can't be one bank job for 24 episodes, so what the fuck?
Is it going to be like a bank job
Yeah,
every
that's
episode?
what I'm thinking. Like a... Oh, Lord. That's not...
No, that's just taking a good concept or an idea that was good for a movie
Flogging it
and that'll be
over and
cancelled.
over.
Mid-season, it'll be cancelled by mid-season.
Let's hope. Let's hope it'll go the way of Rush Hour. That's been cancelled, right?
No idea.
I hope so. Fingers crossed.
Why did BMW sponsor it? I know
It was the minis that got
Yeah,
sponsored,
in the
wasn't it?
remake,
Yeah,
yeah.
in the remake.
the Mini.
Was Nicolas Cage in that remake, or am I thinking of someone else?
Nah, that
No, it was Jason Statham, Mark... Was Wahlberg? Yeah, Wahlberg's in it.
Oh wow.
Edward Norton was in it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Charlize Theron was
Yeah,
in
she
it.
was. That's the first time I remember seeing her in a film.
Yeah.
I can't remember this.
Yeah.
Just to know that was the cast.
Yeah. Nicolas Cage, you're thinking of Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That was a good movie, man. I like that.
Well,
movie.
Jolie made it.
Going 60. So you like
Yeah, I like.
like a Nicolas Cage movie?
I love
Yeah.
early Jolie, man.
Yeah.
It's falling apart for me now.
I'm sure she came to you and sat in your lap. Okay.
No, because he like rattles with the bones. It's like a bag of bones.
You'd be like, Eddie, like, just take my mind off Brad.
Get off me.
She'll say, like, all the things you read about me are true.
You're just, you called me gay. You're gay. You're gay because, like, if you don't like Jolie, sit in your lap, it's like, nah,
No.
I don't want her.
Early Jolie.
I don't want her.
What you need to, no, when she's sitting in your
Brad
lap,
sitting in your lap.
what you need to whisper to her is,
You're Brad Pitt sitting in your lap.
when she sits in your lap, you need to whisper to her,
Okay, wait, that's a good question. Okay, fine. Jennifer.
She's held up better. That's the funny thing. I always preferred.
but at the two, you know Jolie will be a lot more fun.
Yeah. In the short term, yeah. Yeah.
If you want to like have kids and get married and have a good life, Aniston would have been the way to go.
Yeah, she will hold up a lot of it. Okay, so you guys still watch Walking Dead, or
I do.
who stopped?
I stopped.
You stopped. I stopped a little earlier than you stopped. I think I got 3 seasons. You got about what?
No, I got through 3 seasons.
Oh, okay, 3. You got
I'm still watching it.
all the way. The Lawsuit, which is from Frank Darabont.
Yeah, Darabont, that's it.
He was the guy that I think he wrote the script for the prison one, the one that comes up in the top film of all best
Isn't
films
he
ever.
the actual comic book writer?
I don't think so.
Hold on.
I'm pretty sure he's a script writer that wrote. What's the prison movie? The best film ever made.
Oh,
Not to me, but a lot of people
you're
think.
talking about the
Shawshank.
Morgan Freeman.
Shawshank, yeah. I believe he's the guy that did that. Everyone's on IMDb now, Google it. I'm not sure. Silent Voice.
Fuck off. Look at him here.
But yeah, apparently he was the showrunner for the first season of Walking
Yep.
Dead, and I think halfway through the second, and then he got kicked off by AMC, and he's suing them. Or how much do you think's a reasonable lawsuit?
Well, that movie's probably made. Sorry, that TV series has probably made a shed load of money. It is, believe it or not, it's I think AMC's most successful show,
Obviously,
and
you
it is,
know.
and it's pulling in insane numbers.
It's a culture. It's second only to Game of Thrones, isn't it? That's the one.
Right. When people, I wouldn't even believe. I reckon it's probably in the billions. Why? Why would you have to make a funny face? Why can't I say the billion word?
When has a lot? I won't even get it. He's suing AMC for 280 million or 230. 280 million.
See, that wasn't that far.
Can you count?
When people don't talk about millions no more, they talk about billions. So I thought that maybe he's in the billion. You wanted to sue them for $1 billion. Who knows? Wait, why are you looking
I'm
at
not
it
saying.
like that?
I'm not saying
Maybe
anything.
He wanted to.
I'm just
maybe
letting
he-
it sit there. I'm just letting it sit there and let other people make their minds up.
250 million.
Or 30 million.
It does. The 20 million ain't gonna make a difference. 230, 250, it's still.
Yeah.
Is that enough for him?
That
230
enough
million.
for to live.
Oh, sorry. The writer is Robert Kirkman.
Yeah.
For him, yeah.
To be fair,
It's a lot of money.
it's a lot of money, but it's. On what grounds is he suing? Actually, let's.
I don't know. Unfair dismissal of some kind.
Did he walk off the set or was he let go?
Probably a bit of both.
So,
But
like,
he didn't
just-
want to go, I believe. He was halfway through the season.
Right. So say you work for a company and they basically decide they don't want you there anymore because your work is not good or you clash or you have different opinions. So they say, right, okay, bye Eddie, here's your severance pay. I'm sure there's something in his contract that they can get rid of him. Maybe there's an exchange of funds.
Yep.
That company goes on to be really successful. Do you then say, well, hold on a minute, I used to work for them once.
Yeah, but he was a showrunner. The showrunner basically is the person in the driving seat, so he could argue that he set the tone and really established what the show is.
Every single person on that set is important to that show.
Let me tell you how this works, right? I want to
Enlighten us, son.
Right, this is how it works. You sit down with your friend one day who turns around and says to you, you put so much time and energy and effort into that show. You deserve much more. I have a lawyer friend. Why don't you go meet with him? He goes off to this law firm and sits down with his board. And they turn around and say,
You deserve.
yes, what happened to you was unjust. You should be still working there. You should be still receiving.
You be compensated.
Yes, okay. So the law firm obviously realised, wait a minute, money. let's take them to court. That's how it always fucking works.
It has been going on for a while though, this lawsuit. It's been a few years.
I think I would need to read more about it to get like a better understanding, but it's kind of like he left the show's gone on, regardless of whether it's become successful. I'm sure he's probably still getting royalties.
It's not enough,
Yeah,
bro.
he's probably getting paid.
Yeah,
He's probably still getting a small cut.
80 million.
No, he may ask for that sum, but even if he wins, he may not get that much.
They'll probably
yeah.
settle.
I have a question for both of you.
100 million.
Right, so you guys reckon, okay, with the way what you explained, he shouldn't. He shouldn't.
I'm not saying that he shouldn't.
Stop acting drunk, Eddie.
Unless he was forced. Like, he was literally said, we're marching you off of this set, we do not want you here, and for no good reason. You know, like unfair dismissal.
All right, let's say turn around and let's say the production company, the TV show was right. Then what about them?
What do you mean?
Like, what they did was right all the way through. You know, they dealt with it in the right way.
If they dealt with it in the right way, then without knowing the ins and outs, it's really difficult to make an opinion. I mean, for all we know, Darabont probably done something on set that's not gone out into the public, and they wanted to keep it quiet.
Yeah, I remember hearing there was like conflicts behind the scenes and disagreements and this, that, and the other.
Okay, so all right, let's just say it's you know they're right. You know they're right.
What, the movie studio?
Yeah.
Right.
What about them?
What do you want me to say?
Just say yeah. Just say yeah. Yeah, right, okay. Now you're the dude who's suing them. You take his place.
Right.
You would still go down and try to sue that studio.
Of course you would.
Yeah, of course you would. Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that without knowing the ins and outs, it's very difficult to form an opinion of that. But I think it still stands. Even if he wins, he ain't getting 230, 50 million, whatever it is.
Ain't happening.
10 million or something.
Ooh, no, that's a long drop.
Well, it'll depend on what the judge decides.
What they
is
settle with,
adequate.
man. They could
Cover
just
the
turn around and
legal
say,
fees.
just settle.
It's like, okay, how much would he have made if he was still on the show? He wouldn't have made 200 million. No.
Probably more than 10 million though, as a showrunner. Alfred Hitchcock's estate has struck up a deal where, I can't remember which channel or station or network or whatever, but they're doing a TV show based on Hitchcock's various properties. It's going to be an anthology horror show, like American Horror Story, so each season. Either season or episode, or arc, whatever. But yeah, based on all of his various properties. So there could be one based on The Birds, another one based on Rear Window, another based on Psycho. Like retelling, so it may be modern, it may be futuristic maybe, or back in the, you know. Would that interest you? Is that in that retelling that style?
Actually, so I know last week we spoke about remakes. So I think in this instance, this is probably worth doing now because the properties are quite old.
Yes.
They probably don't now appeal to like moviegoers of a certain age.
Not just that.
Yep.
Like I said, the ones that I mentioned, those are the films that people know. But how many films do you reckon Hitchcock's made over the years? Off the top of your head.
He was quite the eccentric as well, wasn't he? He, I don't know.
He's probably made quite a lot.
50, 60?
Oh, pretty close. 53.
53.
53. I
Say that.
presume horror, all of them, maybe. I presume they were all on horror.
Yeah. That was his.
So
That's a lot of shit they can mine, including Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That was one of his as well.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Huh.
which Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
Angelina
That one.
Jolie and Brad Pitt.
That was one of his.
He had the original back in
Oh right, okay.
50s or 60s or something.
Is Hitchcock the guy that insisted that people... Because there used to be a time in the movies where people would just turn up at the cinema at whatever time. There would be no published start, no published end. They would just play the movie on loop. And there was Hitchcock who insisted that there was a proper start and end for his films. And that's where the whole thing of like people coming in at particular times to see movies.
That's true, that's very cool. I haven't heard that, but if it's true, that's very cool.
I remember like working nights with a cinema buff who used to film me with all these fantastic facts.
Was that me?
Did you ever work nights with me?
No, well, we used to play. Well, we did kind of like play Street Fighter all night. That's worked.
That is work, so
Yeah.
you know, if they take the Hannibal approach, it could be something very special.
Oh yeah, especially if it's like one season per like story.
Or like mini series
Yeah,
per
yeah.
arc or something.
It doesn't need to be stretched out.
Very cool. Could be very cool.
So this is just something I just picked up in about an hour or so ago. Woody Harrelson is
He's
going to
gonna
star
be in
in the
Planet of
new...
the Apes.
Yeah.
This is the third installment.
Yes.
Shit. They've only just got to the point of casting him. That means we're still a good another year or two
Yeah,
away.
and it's been about, 3 years since the last one? But you know what? It's probably worth the wait, because those two films have been very good. So you know what? Don't rush it. Those guys know what they're doing. I thought Woody Harrelson's an interesting choice, because I've always enjoyed watching him.
I do. Whether it's in serious roles or comedic. Yeah, he's one of those few actors that can kind of...
do everything.
Yeah.
You know, like he always and he always, while he's instantly recognisable, like his characters are always generally can be quite different.
Yeah, which is weird because he never really sounds or looks that different.
No.
But yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And it's strange to think where he started. Back in
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. Wow, when you watch Cheers, man, he just looks so young.
Innocent.
Yeah.
Start.
Oh, yeah, like the character he plays, like of Woody. Wow, I mean, like so different from some of his movie roles.
Damn, man.
That's crazy to know that the last one came out 3 years ago.
See that? Is it really
Yeah,
that
it's
long?
been a while.
I saw that film 3 times in the cinema, Yeah, because like I had to go with.
Was that your situation time?
Yeah, that was the situation where I lied to my friend and say
lack of honesty.
and
Just say no. We don't have someone else.
well, no, well that would hurt the other guy's feelings. So I just turned around and had to say, yeah, that's. Well, anyway, I saw that film 3 times. I liked the first one. Damn, I want to see this one quick now, man. I can't wait to get.
It's a long way away, man.
So, are we done with the movie news?
Pretty much. Anything else you want to throw in the end?
Well, the Fast 8, what's his name? Yeah, the Fast 8 trailer drops in December.
Yeah. That's coming up, yeah.
Yeah, and what's his name tweeted it. Do you have any interest in New Fast?
I'm not excited anymore, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Like, I'll check it out out of curiosity to see whether, but especially when you hear about the shit how Vin Diesel carries on, it kind of takes away the shine of it. And plus, they've just been slowly kind of descending for me. Even though everyone loved the last one, I did not.
Wait, people like the last one?
Yeah, I think it's the biggest one. That's made the most money out of all
Yeah,
of them.
that I could understand. I can imagine that's probably made the most money.
A lot of people loved it.
Wow.
I did not.
Wow. Mo?
Yeah,
you
we've seen it.
you haven't seen any of them, have you?
I have not seen a Fast and Furious movie past number 3.
Homework for Mo. You're going to watch all of them by next week.
They're fun films, except for the last one. They are.
They
fun.
are, man.
They are fun films.
Oh, they just, I don't know. I need something more from my films.
Then watch Let Me In
I will.
this week. It's really bad. We should have followed this up. It's supposed to be like a weekly thing where you watch the remakes, one version, old version. You'd be slipping.
He's not going to watch them.
It's
It's
my appetite for anime.
I'm gonna keep texting you this week to get you to watch it.
He still won't watch them.
If I don't watch it, can I like pretend that I've watched it and base all my answers on the
The thing is, I want to
original?
see. That's the whole idea. I want to see how you compared it to when the first one was still fresh in your memory.
Oh, it's still
and
fresh.
then we want to do it the same with Dragon Tattoo as well. I want to do week to week.
But he's still not going to say it's a remake.
That's not the point. I just want to see how you compare the two.
Yeah.
That was a ridiculous argument last week.
And
Ridiculous. But anyway.
But I'm assuming you will now see my point of view and know that I'm correct.
No, very wrong.
Very wrong. Well, the amount of emails that had coming flying into the account in support of my view,
Bollocks.
I don't think anyone disagreed with me.
Bollocks.
No.
He's the only one to
We
log
don't
in.
get emails from anyone.
Yeah, he's the only one logged into this.
There was
So
a
we take his
barrage
word for it.
of emails from all our listeners saying, Mo, you are correct.
Do you sign in? Are you like as Mo Actor sends an email to Mo Actor at Talking at the Movies?
Is it actor?
No, no.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, actor. He's an actor.
Okay.
Mo Actor.
So that's it, guys, for another week of Talking at the Movies. Who be you?
I am Saddam. You could see me. Join us on Bolly Fools. We need some subscribers. We've completely slowed down. I have no interest in carrying on that channel. So
One day we'll return.
Right.
But you're relaunching.
yeah. New studios set up.
Oh, you're going to do it for that as well. So
Yeah,
the anime
might as well.
amateurs setup isn't special anymore. Oh yeah, it's just, yeah.
just carry on drinking alcohol.
Well,
folks, if you haven't already, you can catch our new show, Anime Amateurs, on YouTube. If you have any interest in anime, please go visit, subscribe, like, and give us some feedback.
Yep. And you want to find me at The First Take on Tumblr, Twitter, and obviously here on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube. I made a race, so another week. See ya, people.
Do not donate to Eddie because he buys alcohol with his money.